Hi, I'm Emily Davis, and this is Two Extremes, stories about my life with bipolar disorder and how occasionally I try to kick it in the ass. Originally, I had planned to talk about mania today and discuss one of my more recent manic episodes, but sometimes life gives you different ideas and circumstances. Today's episode is going to be kind of like an experiment in that I'm kind of going under a self-study of sorts. For the last 2 nights, I have failed to take my meds. Honestly, it wasn't intentional. I didn't decide I'm not going to take my meds. I just didn't. I fell asleep without remembering 2 nights in a row, which is not very good. As somebody who prefers being on their meds as opposed to being off, it's not enjoyable. But here I am, and I figured I want this to be an honest vlog. What's more honest than showing what happens when you're not on your meds? I figured, why not talk about being off my meds when I'm off my meds? Seems like the right time to do it, so here we go. I might have mentioned in my first video that I'm on something called Seroquel that I'm supposed to take nightly. It's a 400 milligram tab. I've been told people get dosed as high as 800 milligrams, so 400 milligrams, but I'm also kind of short-bodied. There's not much to me, and so medicines tend to hit me harder. If I miss one night, the next day there's enough, I think, still in my system that its residual effects are still felt. I can still notice its benefits because it works as a mood stabilizer, and so I feel that in effect even after missing 1 dose. I've missed 2 doses now, which is something that I've yet to do since being prescribed this back in April. Things are definitely different than missing it just once. I felt starkly different the moment I woke up this morning, which is around formally at like 8:30. But from the onset of the morning, I felt certainly panicked. Negative thoughts were very much basically there from the onset of the day. I would say even a little bit of mild paranoia that I've often had before during manic episodes. It almost feels garbled, like I feel as though I'm experiencing both of them at once, kind of. I feel kind of tooth-gritting, energetic, slightly paranoid fuzz in my head that I would consider typical of mania, but I'm also dealing with a negative aura. I don't know. Is aura even the right word? I hate that word. I don't know. Things feel a little, like I said in the last video, cloudier today than normal, and the thoughts are a little darker than they normally are, and it's accompanied with kind of this static energy. At some point in the morning, I just kind of stared into the mirror, and I was like, look, dude, this is what happens when you miss 2 nights in a row. You're gonna kind of pay for it. It's gonna set you back. Today's gonna be maybe a rough day. You can make the best of it. You try to. Taking meds is very important. I think sometimes maybe for me it's easy to take that for granted. The normalcy I've kind of been introduced to through medication. Once it's taken from you, you notice the difference. And it's pretty crazy. It's magnified because you did it immediately. It's like ripping off a bandage, ripping off a scab or something. It's like that. You didn't give it time. You just stopped it immediately. You didn't decrease it or anything. It's like throwing a match into a gas tank. You are the gas tank. The processes going on in here have been amended and they've been altered in certain ways. When you take away the meds, you're taking like a hack, a hand axe to them. It's actually kind of a dangerous thing. You can't miss your meds. And then it's payback as a bitch the next day. And I know this for a fact, it's going to be twice a bitch. Because these will put you out. I'm not taking 800 milligrams, but I'm taking 400 milligrams, and that's pretty significant. These are, let me show you these pills. These are horse pills. That's what I'm on. And you build a tolerance to it. That's what you do when you get to 400 milligrams. They don't start you off on that. But tonight, I'm starting myself off on that. So I'm going from room to room again. Tomorrow's going to be difficult in that I'm going to wake up and be incredibly tired. In the meantime, I do need to figure out how I can find a way to always remember to take these. Maybe some kind of alarm on my phone or something. Anyway, thanks for going on a field trip with me and doing a little self-study to see what it's like when I have missed my meds 2 days in a row. I will hopefully never do it again. I've definitely learned that this time, and hopefully I can practice better things going forward. I want to thank everybody who's watched, and I've received quite a few very nice emails, messages from people, comments, personal encounters even, when I see someone in person and they've seen it. They just give kind-hearted feedback. It's cool. Thanks. I'm glad that people are getting something out of it. I do want to make this a good thing, and I'm gonna keep trying to. So thanks for watching it, and next week we'll talk about something. It might be me and it might not, but we'll figure it out then. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.